Tonight, the basketball season gets going for real as the Owen County Lady Rebels get set to host the Simon Kenton Lady Pioneers. I'm Brian Blair, happy to be with you tonight alongside Lake Baston. And Lake, first game of the season, you played football. What about first game jitters? I know they're a real thing. How do you think these girls are feeling as they get ready to play this opening game?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be pretty nervous just because it's your first game and you're going to start out with a bang. So we'll see what they can do.
Well, speaking of starting out with a bang, they're going to draw a tough opponent tonight. Simon Kenton, the Lady Pioneers, are the defending 8th Region champions. In fact, these two teams last met last March, so just a few months ago, March 27th, over at Gallatin County, in a tightly contested game that saw the Lady Pioneers edge the Lady Rebels, and in fact, end their season 50-46 that night. So I don't know for you, but you wonder how much, I hate to use the word revenge, but a team that ended your season last year, you get a shot at them in game one. There's got to be a little bit of extra motivation, I would think, tonight for Owen County, knowing that this is the team that ended your year last year.
Yeah, I think if it was me, I would like to get back at them. If I did that, then it would be a bang for my season to start out with.
Absolutely. I think, and when you look at this Simon Kenton team, they are, again, one of the favorites to, again, win this region, the 8th region. And so I think that would absolutely be some added motivation tonight. These two teams also locked up last year in the opener, with Simon Kenton winning that one up in Independence on November 28th. So a year ago tonight, Simon Kenton won that game 69-47. As you look at the Lady Rebels this year, they finished the year 20-11 a season ago. They won their 8th straight district title. In fact, they did not lose a game last season in the 31st district. They were the All-A Class A champs for the 8th region, went down to Eastern Kentucky for the second straight year before losing to Holy Cross in the second round of that tournament. But when you look at this team, obviously they're going to have to figure out a way to replace Gracie Ferguson and her 14.3 points and 6.5 rebounds from a season ago. But there's a lot of experience on this team when you look at it. A lot of players who are starting tonight, and we'll get to those in a minute, have played pretty significant minutes when you look at Kylie Steffen and Haley Logan and Zoe Webster and Addie Bowling and Rachel Howard. So it's an experienced Owen County basketball team, and that has to help, especially on night one, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Thinking about it for yourself, there's it's a lot easier to play a game. You know, you think about a lot of freshmen coming in playing their first game, but really this Owen County team, as I said, is very experienced. I mean, they've played a lot of basketball together.
Yeah, especially they've all played together all last year, and Haley Logan's a big star, and Zoe Webster, so we should be able to see a lot from them.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to and watching the Maroon Madness a couple of weeks ago, last Monday night actually. I'll be curious to watch Kylie Steffen tonight as well. She seems like she's going to be the player they rely on heavily outside the arc, and it looks like, as you said, Haley Logan's going to be the one inside. So if you could get those two going, it could be a nice inside-out combination for this basketball team.
Yeah, I think Zoe Webster, outside the arc, she could be a pretty big problem.
So as I said, they're a balanced team coming in. When you look at Simon Kenton on the other side, they finished last year, as I already said, they were the 8th region champs. They were 19-15 overall as they graduated one of their better players from a season ago, Emily Eggleston. And she averaged only 8.8 points a contest last year. And when you look at their squad, they're young but super experienced when you look down their roster. So a lot of youth, but a lot of experience.
Yeah, I think they've all played a lot over there. I think it's going to be a pretty good game tonight.
I do too. I think when you look at this, these two teams know each other. They played twice a season ago. They've played a lot, actually, over the last couple of years. And so I definitely think this could be a very interesting matchup. Now, we're about 11 minutes or so away from the tip of this game. But when you look coming up, also, or I should say, also this evening down the road in Frankfort, the boys are taking on Western Hills. We will do our best to try to keep you updated on that game as much as we can throughout the course of the night. The home opener for Western Hills, of course, the road opener for the Owen County Rebels as they get their season started. Once these girls play here tonight, the Lady Rebels back in action on Friday night here at home as they'll take on Oldham County. But I know that people say that Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, but I think the start of basketball season is one of the best times of the season, and I say that to a football player.
Yeah, I think football is the best time of the year.
Hey, I think they're both unique and they're fun. One of my favorite things, and I will openly admit this, I love the sounds in a gym. I love the smell of popcorn and all that goes along with it. And I do love football too. The one advantage about basketball season is it's indoors, because if we were outside tonight, it would be freezing cold. So very excited about that. Although I know that the state football championships will be taking place this Friday and Saturday down in Lexington at Kroger Field. I still have a hard time not saying Commonwealth Stadium, but at Kroger Field in Lexington should be some interesting matchups as that goes. Taking a look tonight at the two head coaches. First for the visitors, Simon Kenton, their head coach is Brendan Stowers. He's in his third season at the helm and has had quite the success. He's had their former basketball player for Northern Kentucky University, so a very experienced coach, been around the Simon Kenton program for quite a while. Obviously, for Owen County, the Lady Rebels, they are coached by Amy Wesselman. She's in her sixth season and had a lot of success here as well. She is one of the more seasoned coaches here in the 8th region and has done an outstanding job in her 6 years.
Yeah, I agree. She's took them to a state championship, and that's a lot to play off of too, just trying to keep that alive.
Absolutely. Once you win one, it's the second win's tough, as they know. So 8 straight region titles, or not region titles, district titles for this Owen County Lady Rebel team. So when you talk about the 31st district, it no doubt runs through Owen County. I mean, they have just been the queens of the court in this 31st district. And honestly, when you look at down the stats and the scores from some of those tournament games, not a lot of them have been very close as well. So they have dominated this 31st district. And I know that is something that they take a lot of pride in and are looking forward to doing again.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of potential, but they're going to have to figure out how they can replace their big Gracie from last year.
Absolutely. We talked a little bit about that the other night during the boys' scrimmage, with having to replace Tegan Moore, and that's something that they're going to have to start working on tonight at Western Hills. But, no, you're right. I mean, Gracie scored 1,800 points in her career, 1,885 to be exact. And I think it'll be an interesting first few minutes of this game, and we've kind of already said this, to see where the offense is going to come from, who's going to be taking those big shots. But I agree with you. I think Haley Logan and Kylie Steffen and Zoe Webster are going to be big parts of that for this team. And all three of them have the capability to put up big numbers.
Yeah, they're all pretty solid players all around. I think Kylie definitely can finish down low too. She's shown to make the layups when it's needed, and Haley is always there when you need a bucket under the rim.
The other big thing for this team, of course, is going to be the defensive end as well. You take out Gracie Ferguson, you take out her presence inside, and so yes, Haley Logan and others are going to have to step up their presence as far as that is concerned. Owen County last year averaged 50 points a game. They allowed only 43 a game. They shot it at 46% as a team. They didn't make a ton of threes. Their shooting percentage from a season ago from three-point range is 32%, and they only made 129 on this season. As far as Simon Kenton is concerned, they average 53 points a game while giving up 48. They shot at 34% from the field, and they shot at 28% from three-point range, and as a team made 206. Both teams okay at the free throw line. I'm sure it's something that both squads would like to work on. Simon Kenton shot at 66% as a team last year, and Owen County only shot it at 62% as a team. Earlier tonight, the JV squad played a tough game and kept it close, but eventually fell to Simon Kenton 42-32. We see the best hype man in the 8th region. Aldo down there shooting before the game, getting some work in.
He's always got the energy.
He does, man. I wish I had the energy at 8 a.m. that he has really all day. But he comes into class at 8 o'clock, 7:45, and he is ready to go. So look at Aldo down there getting some shots up. We're about 5 minutes or so away from the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem. But as we said, we'll try to keep you updated tonight. The boys on the road at Western Hills should be a good test for them. They're going to travel down to Bourbon County Saturday for a tournament. It'll be a few days before we get to see one of their games here at home. They open up a bunch on the road. But it'll be interesting to see what they do tonight.
Yeah, I think they have only one game here before Christmas.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is a little different.
It is. On the backside of that, though, the positive of that is after Christmas, you get a bunch here. So you get that early part of your season and get some of those road games out of the way. And then after Christmas, it'll be a lot of home cooking.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot whenever you're home because it's just the environment that you're in, especially with football. I think with football, when you're home and away, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, I wondered about that. I wonder about that. As far as you think about a school like Simon Kenton, coming down here, it's it's a good hour drive on a school bus to get down here on a Tuesday night. You've been in school all day. What is that like to ride on a bus and get off the bus and be in a kind of unfamiliar circumstances? Although they've played here before, but still, it is a different feeling being away from home, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot about your energy, I think. If you don't have the energy on the road, then you're going to have a tough time playing.
Owen County Lady Rebels gone back into their locker room, getting a few last-minute instructions. Simon Kenton still out here warming up as we're about 3.5 minutes or so away from the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineups. I just think riding on a school bus for an hour is not fun. That's just not fun.
Yeah, it's not.
You can't get comfortable in one of those school bus chairs and yeah.
On football, we had a few couple-hour rides, and those were tough. It was I think one of our first games we played Campbellsville, and that was a rough game.
And you guys had to travel to Somerset. That's a long one. That's a long trip. But there is something about home cooking. There's something about being in your own building, and the Lady Rebels tonight get a chance to experience that. Nice crowd on hand. As we've said, it is cold outside if you're at home and you got a wood-burning stove or a fireplace, throw an extra log on the fire and turn the game on. If you don't have a wood-burning stove, just crank up the heat a little bit. Don't let your wife know. Crank up the heat a little bit and get an extra blanket and sit and watch some basketball. Taking a quick look at your starting lineups tonight. First, for the visiting Lady Pioneers, they're going to start with some freshmen. As I said, when you hear the grades of these players, you're going to say young team. Yes, but also a very experienced team. So they're going to start number 0. She's a freshman, Brinley Purnell. She averaged 11 points a contest a season ago. Also starting tonight, number 15, Meg Gadzala. She is a sophomore who averaged 3.8 points a season ago. Also starting tonight, Bella Ober. She is an 8th grader getting the start tonight. Didn't get a lot of playing time last year, but is a fine young player. Also, number 23, Anna Kelch, a sophomore, and number 32, Haley Webb. For Owen County, their starting 5 will look like this. Number 3, Rachel Howard, a senior, averaged 6.3 a game a season ago. Another senior, number 10, Addie Bowling, will get the start, along with number 11, Zoe Webster, a junior. Haley Logan, the senior, inside force, 13.7 points a contest last year. And number 41, a little number change, number 41, Kylie Steffen, a sophomore, who averaged 8.2 points a contest. As we are about ready to get this thing going.
Yeah, I think if they can keep their numbers up all around, where they can all play together, I think it will be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I do too. I think the start is going to be super important, as it is in every game. But I think they're going to want to come out and get off to a good start. Simon Kenton's a good basketball team. Owen County knows it, and so I think it's going to be important to keep your confidence level and not try to do too much too early, but obviously not let Simon Kenton get away from you too early as well. We are getting close to the start of this one. Here in just a few seconds, we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for the starting lineups, and we'll get you set for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, the closing presentations of the Owen County School tonight's matchup. Owen County Lady Rebels. Please stand to your country press the national anthem.
I'm excited to see what they can do tonight.
Absolutely. Gotta turn my mic down. Yeah, absolutely. It should be an exciting way to open up this season. And hey, you know what? If you're going to open up the season, you might as well do it against one of the best teams, because it gives you a chance to see what you have right out of the chute as well. Simon Kenton in the road, black uniforms with the blue and white checkerboard up the side. Owen County is going to be in the home whites tonight. Again, it's going to be Purnell, Gedzala, Ober, Kelch, and Webb for Simon Kenton. For Owen County, Howard, Bowling, Webster, Logan, and Steffen. The crowd comes to its feet.
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in them. I think they're gonna put on a show.
Be nice, be fun. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if they would they could do that tonight, I know they would love it. So glad you've tuned in. Again, I'm Brian Blair along with Lake Baston. So excited to have you on hand for our home opener tonight of Owen County Lady Rebel basketball. We are about set to get this thing underway. I got to stand up. Official's going to step in here in just a second and tip it up. Rachel Howard in the middle. And the tip is controlled quickly by Simon Kenton. And right out of the chute, Brindley Purnell gets a bucket and gets fouled.
Yeah, we talked about the start, and that is not the one you want to see.
No, that is not the start. And the foul on Callie Steffen, her first. Purnell at the free throw line. It is no good. She a 79% shooter a year ago. So the Lady Rebels down 2. We've just played 10 seconds of this one. Little zone defense being applied right now by Simon Kenton. Driving, laying up. It is good. Nice start for Haley Logan and the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you give her the ball, she's going to make it.
There's a pass kicked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Simon Kenton. Yeah, you got to like the aggressiveness. She catches it out here at the elbow and just beat her defender to the rack and laid it in. And that's going to open up the outside shots, too. Inbounds, and that could have been a foul. No call. Ball is flying around as Simon Kenton will retain it. Owen County looks like they're in a 2-3 zone to start, and Purnell says, I'll see your zone. Fire a triple and miss it. And the rebound is pulled down by Rachel Howard, a senior. 6.3 points a game last year. Now Simon Kenton has switched up to a man-to-man, and it is a tight man-to-man.
Yeah, Rachel's got a lot of experience.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, nice play. Found Rachel Howard. Haley Logan did, and she got an easy bucket, and the Lady Rebels on top by 2. And that ball will go out of bounds after the errant three-point shot right there by Anna Kelch. Quick inbound, shot up, no good. Missed by Haley Webb, and that's going to be a jump ball. Haley Webb was one of the players that, in talking to some of the ladies this week, said they were really focused on trying to slow her down. She's their inside presence, so we'll watch her and Logan all night. Now some pressure by Simon Kenton. Haley doing a nice job spinning out of it. And now throws it away, and it'll be on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball, and Simon Kenton will have the possession. That time, Owen County a little surprised by the pressure early.
Yeah, they were not letting up on that. They want to start it hot.
Still in that zone defense look. There's a pass down low to Webb, and she will lay that in every time. She just found a little gap in the zone and laid it in quickly the other way. Logan lays in her 4th point of the night, and it's 6-4 Lady Rebels. Hot start for the senior. Purnell, top of the circle, knocks it down.
It's still like this, it's probably going to be a high-scoring game.
Purnell off the steal, no good. Rebound thrown back up, still missed. And that's going to be Webb who gets fouled. I think what Simon Kenton is going to want to do, and you're seeing it early, I think Simon Kenton is just wanting to speed you up, get you out of what you like to do. I don't know that Owen County wants to play this much up-tempo, but obviously it's what Simon Kenton wants as Webb connects on the first of 2 free throws. The foul, by the way, was on Addie Bowling, and that's her first, and the team's second. Second free throw good. 4 points for Haley Webb, 4 for Haley Logan. It's 9-6. Lady Pioneers as Howard's got to get it in, and she does, and almost taken away. That's a bad place to stop. That's where they like to trap it. It's a turnover. The pull-up will roll in by Anna Kelch. 11-6.
Yeah, they're pressing pretty hard here. They do not want to let them get across the court.
Webster does get it across. But even when you get it across, they just do not. That's offensive. Ooh, that could have been an offensive foul. Instead, they're going to get Riley Flynn on the foul.
Yeah, I don't know there. It might have been an offensive foul.
It might have been. Zoe hip checked her a little bit.
Yeah, she was all in her face, and she did not want that to happen.
Looking. Yes, good job. Nice pass down low. She was just getting separation.
Just a little bit.
Again, Haley Logan, a strong take to the basket. She draws the foul on Anna Kelch. That's her first and the second on the team, as Logan will go to the line to shoot a couple. It got quiet in here.
It did.
As Logan knocks down the first. She was a 65% free throw shooter a season ago.
She's usually pretty strong from the line. She made that shot to win all a few years back.
That is still an unbelievable accomplishment. You look up down the other end as Purnell fires a long three and knocks it down, her second of the night. But when you look down and you see an all-A state championship banner, it is really cool to see.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Simon Kenton forces another turnover, and they're trying to expand on this 14-8 lead here in the first quarter. Flynn thought about it.
Yeah, I think she wanted to pull that.
She did, and there's a nice play by Callie Steffen to knock that pass out of bounds. Owen County in his zone, down 14-6, 4:32 to go in the first quarter.
Still a lot of time left. This big of a lead isn't really that big of a deal.
No. Got to close out in this zone because you can't leave shots open like that, although that's no good. It was missed by Gedzala, and the Lady Rebels get the rebound. And not as much pressure after the miss, but they still get you as Logan again going to work, can't finish. But Simon Kenton, that pressure is relentless. Here's Flynn from the corner. That's an air ball, and it'll go out of bounds, and it will go to Owen County.
Don't think the fans agreed with that call.
Well, you know, when it went across the backboard, there's a turnover and a layup, no good, and a foul. That's going to be on Zoe Webster, I believe. It was close. I thought Rachel Howard might have touched it, but officials right there said she didn't. Fouls on Zoe Webster, her first, and that's going to send Riley Flynn to the line for a couple of free throws. Flynn, a 64% shooter a season ago from the line, and that one is too hard off the back iron.
Yeah, I think with all the fouling so far, if they make these free throws, it's going to help them a lot.
Second free throw, good. 15-8, and there's a steal, and then a turnover right back as Zoe Webster threw it away and then was able to get it right back from Simon Kenton, and Owen County gets across the timeline. Webster gonna pull up and shoot a deep three, no good. Rebound controlled, Howard. She kicks it out, don't leave Steffen open, and that one's short. So a good look.
I think it was a smart play, just gonna make it there.
First shot of the year.
Yeah.
You know, and you said it earlier, there's got to be some nerves, even for experienced players. There's got to be some nerves on that first shot of the season.
Especially in a game like this.
Absolutely.
You want to beat them because they took you out last year.
Simon Kenton moving the ball up top, outside the three-point arc. Now they get it inside, and the shot is missed by Webb, but the rebound controlled again by the Lady Pioneers. Purnell drives, lays it up good. She's tough. And folks, she's just a freshman.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, pretty good ball player.
There's another turnover. And those are the turnovers that you just can't afford to have at any point in the season. And it's those unforced errors that that will, as Amy Wesselman's going to call a timeout, but those are the ones that really upset a coach and hurt the team. So 17-8 first quarter. Owen County finds themselves down, and Simon Kenton will get the basketball back after this timeout.
There's been a lot of turnovers, and if let that happen there, it's not good. It's not good.
But you know, I mean, even on the football field, if you're going to pull the upset, you value the ball. You have to take care of the ball, and that is one thing. As I said it already. Have to do away with careless turnovers. You know, there's going to be times where somebody's going to make a play, but there's also times when you just happen to throw it out of bounds. Not what you want. Here's a long three. No good. By rolled and off the leg out of bounds. Nice play by Kylie Steffen.
Yeah, especially in football, and any sport, you can't afford to have those mistakes.
Absolutely, and that's just a lack of concentration sometimes to let those things happen. Wow, they pressure right across the timeline. Triple team. Webster turn it over and makes a great play. Strip it away. As that was Ober, who was going up for the layup. And what about that play by Zoe Webster?
Yeah, she's not afraid to get physical at all.
No, well, we saw that already.
She's always putting her body into it.
Inbound, and Webb will get fouled as she put up a shot. Let's see who that one's going to be on. Foul is going to be on Rachel Howard, her first. That's going to put Haley Webb back at the line for a couple of free throws. Remember the rule changes. Once a team gets to 5 team fouls in the quarter, it will be 2 shots from there on out as Webb misses the first.
Yeah, that bonus is awfully different. It's going to be a big change.
I haven't decided in watching a little bit of the JV game before if I like it or not yet. I told you the other night, I like having to shoot a 1-and-1. I think that takes something away from the game when you don't have to, as the pressure again being applied by Simon Kenton is relentless. Nice step through. Here's Webster, 3, short, rebound. Howard kicks it out to Logan, nice fake, gets into the lane, throws it up, no, gets her own rebound and is fouled. Nice ball fake right there by Logan to get her defender off her feet and give her a room to go around.
And you don't want to foul her because most times she's going to make those shots.
She's already 2 for 2 tonight. And, of course, the jinx. 18-8. Simon Kenton leads it, 2:09 to go here in the first quarter. Second one short, and the rebound pulled down. You could see as soon as she let that one go. She kind of wanted to go get it as soon as she let that one go. So we said she's a good free throw shooter. She missed both. Oh, Steffen trying to go for the steal. Into the corner now. A 3-ball no good, and the rebound is Simon Kenton again. It's a dangerous pass down in the paint. There's the kick out. The 3 by Flynn, no good. And Steffen the rebound, and she wants to push it to try to beat the pressure. That's out of bounds. Should stay with Owen County. That play literally happened right below us.
You've got to watch the silly passes, though. There's a few too many bodies there.
Hallie Steffen was pushing it right there, trying to get the ball up the floor to beat the pressure.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to get under there and score.
Here's Logan going to work. Nice pass to Howard. Howard lays it in. That's twice tonight that Haley Logan has found Rachel Howard as kind of everybody went towards Haley. She was able to find Rachel, who was cutting to the basket for an easy bucket.
That's the second one of that tonight. I think they focus Haley because they're used to her scoring, and then they just leave it open in the back door.
And it's a smart play. It's a very unselfish play. Owen County content to stay in this zone. There's a three, no good. Rebound controlled, however, by Simon Kenton, who nearly throws it away.
Yes. Simon Kenton seems to just let it fly just like that.
And that young lady can make it. That is Purnell's third three-pointer of the night. She is having herself a ball game. Owen County trying to beat the pressure, need to get it across. And we're going to get a foul as Zoe Webster caught it, and she's going to be fouled. I got to check the number, but it is number 14, Natalie Hernandez, and that's her first. Owen County to inbound right in front of the Simon Kenton bench. Get it in to Webster. There's Addie Bowling with the basketball. Patient possession right here for Owen County. Oh, nice pass down low. Found her wide open, and laying that one in is Addison Kincaid. And the Brindley Purnell. I looked down to write the score, and Purnell fired it and knocked it in at the buzzer, 24-12. I tell you what.
From the volleyball line, that was impressive.
You cannot look down because she made you pay, and she doubles the Simon Kenton lead here at the end of the first quarter.
That's not the start that we wanted here. There's still a lot of game left, though.
Brindley Purnell in the first quarter. So her team scored 24 points. She had 16 of them. As we said earlier tonight, the boys open up the season this evening. They are in Frankfort taking on the Wolverines of Western Hills. Speaking of Wolverines, I know several folks around Owen County whose last name ends with G. One of them is the media specialist here at Owen County. Miss Kelsey Gagnett was very happy that another Wolverines won on Saturday as Michigan knocked off. And her husband, Brian, very happy as well that the Wolverines knocked off the Buckeyes Saturday afternoon in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, Mr. Gagne is definitely a huge fan of Michigan.
Yes. Huge is an understatement, I think.
That's not something me and him got along about.
Are you a Buckeye fan?
I am.
Okay, I didn't realize that. So I will stand over here, and Owen County has it first to start the second quarter. I'm actually not really a fan of either team per se. I just like good rivalries and good football.
I've always been a fan of Ohio State football since I was little. So I obviously cheer for Kentucky in basketball, though.
That ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Owen County. Again, the pressure just will not stop from Simon Kenton.
Yeah, they're not letting anything easy happen.
No. Speaking of Kentucky, their big game going on right now. They're playing the Miami Hurricanes in Rupp Arena, the ACC Big East Challenge. Woo! That was close. Owen County, I think, might have gotten a break right there.
Yeah,
I said Big East. It's the ACC Challenge. Inbound to Logan. She is double teamed, but that will not stop her as she draws the foul on a strong move, and that's going to be Anna Kelch in her second.
I'm not sure about that one either.
I thought that was more of a foul than the out-of-bounds play. That was... So Haley Logan back at the line with 2. And that one is perfect. Logan, 13.7 points a season ago. That one got a little more rim than I'm sure she would like, but it went in. 24-14, Lady Pioneers with the lead in the ball. Second quarter, 40 seconds in. Oh, nice look to Webb down low, and she missed the layup, though. Gets her own rebound and still misses. And Simon Kenton comes away with it. You got to rebound, too. That's a big key when you're trying to pull the upset.
Yeah, if you don't rebound, that's what wins games usually.
You don't want to give a good team like Simon Kenton extra possessions. Purnell, she'll fire that from out there, as we've already seen. Webb, see if she can make something happen this time, and instead she threw it away. You know, I wonder if those previous couple of misses kind of lost her confidence a little bit. I would have thought she would have gone up with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that right there, what I would do. She did have a girl wide open under, but it's a tricky play.
Oh, a lot of contact. Owen County retains possession, and it's going to be an over and back.
They've got to watch it there. Your foot on the line.
I think Coach Wesselman's trying to decide where did she step across the line. It's hard to see. And by the way, this gym looks fantastic with the floor and the new logo in midcourt. It looks amazing, but it is kind of hard to see the line there in between the O for the officials and the players. Uh-oh, don't let her shoot.
Yeah, you cannot leave her open.
Purnell, 27-14, Simon Kenton. It's hard to believe she's just a freshman.
She obviously has a lot of experience.
Oh, yeah. She's going to get called for that foul, and she didn't like it a whole lot as she kind of let the official know. Yeah, she has, and you can tell when you watch players, but she has played a lot of basketball in her young life. Howard in the corner kicks it back to Steffen. Still hasn't gotten herself going tonight. Here's a drive and a shot, no good. Rebound and a lot of contact. That's like a rugby scrum out there, and Simon Kenton comes away with it. And Purnell is pushing. Drops it off to Webb and lays it in. That is just a great drive, draw, and dish, as they say. And Haley Webb scores her 5th point of the night, or excuse me, 7th point of the night.
The fans disagree with that, but I don't think it was a jump ball. They didn't really have much hands on it.
He called the foul. He called it on Gonzala, her first. I'll tell you, the one thing if you're Simon Kenton that you're going to really rely on most nights that you play is how tight are the officials going to call it, because their event she did travel. Because as physical as they play and as aggressive as they play, if you have a referee who's calling it tight, as we're going to get a timeout, I believe Owen County's going to take it. But if you have a team who plays as aggressive as they do, you need a referee who's going to let you play a little bit. Otherwise, you could find yourself in foul trouble in a hurry as much as they smack and wave at the basketball.
Yeah, we just saw about 6 players laying on the ground.
And there was no call.
Nothing.
You know, it's one of those things that, and I've said this to other people before, you, as a player, and maybe even in football you do the same thing, you know, you kind of, those first few minutes of the game, you're trying to kind of see how the officials are going to call a game. Are they going to call a hold every time? What are they going to let me, I think as a player you're probably thinking, what are they going to let me get away with tonight? And I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. Is that fair?
Yeah. Especially like pass interference.
Yes.
They're going to let you get a little push off, then push off.
You know, is that official going to be tight on the holding calls tonight? Is he going to call or is she going to call? You know, are they going to call a lot of hand check? You know, how are they going to call me, you know, putting my body up on the player a little bit more down in the blocks? And so you do have a little bit of that feeling out process. And then once you figure it out, You got to keep going there.
Yeah, because that's where you can score.
Absolutely.
Make stuff happen.
Simon Kenton basketball. 5:23 to go, second quarter, 29-14. Lady Pioneers have the lead. Only kind of look like they've come out of the zone now, playing more man-to-man, and there's a long three by Haley Webb. I don't think that's what they want her to do a whole lot of, but they'll let her do it, and she misses this one, does Purnell, and the rebound is snatched by Logan.
Yeah, I think she shot that a little faster than she wanted to.
Other end, Webster, three, no good. Lady Rebels still looking for their first three-pointer of the year, and there's a pass stolen away by Ober, and she gets it blocked by Zoe Webster. Another amazing play by Zoe Webster as Kylie Steffen gets off the floor a little slow. That is deep, and it's good. Wow.
That's a way to get off the floor.
Well, she didn't look real comfortable running back down the floor. She took a hard fall, but she just caught it and I think was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot. You're leaving me this wide open. As there's a rebound by Rachel Howard, and man, very physical as Kylie down there is holding on to that knee. I think she banged it there on the floor, but
she slid about 10 yards too. She's definitely hurting.
She is. She's gutting it out right now. But I think if you're the Owen County Lady Rebels here, get her the basketball, get her hot, get her going. If she can find a way to get open, see if she can knock another one down. Webster gets it across to Logan, then gives it right back to Rachel Howard, lays it in. That is 3 times tonight, and you are absolutely right. That is a great pass to find Rachel Howard as Steffen almost stole it. That was just great ball movement, which is what you have to do against pressure. You can't try to over dribble. And that was a great job of moving the basketball, finding the open player, and Howard converting.
And you got to make sure everyone gets the ball too.
There's a lob, and Logan takes it away. Lady Rebels looking to come back in a hurry. Howard has it. She tried to drop it off down low to Steffen, but I thought she might have gotten fouled.
Yeah.
But again, just a ball thrown out of bounds.
Looked like she got a lot of love when she threw it.
Wow. Simon Kenton has the ball, 10-point lead, 3.5 to go in the first half. Nice drive and a take. That is good by Riley Flynn. She's one of the older players on the team as far as years go. She's a senior. And there's an errant pass that'll be stolen by Purnell. She's going to drive, lay it up and in. She now has 21 of her team's 33. That pass is deflected, and Webster just does the right thing and lets it go out of bounds. Every time the Lady Rebels seem like they get a little positive momentum going, they have a turnover or Purnell hits a three to take the momentum right back.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they do not want anything.
Oh, almost a steal. I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be picked. Instead, Steffen misses the layup, and here comes Simon Kenton, and here they come in a hurry.
Yeah, they got a lot of numbers.
Nice pass. Purnell to Webb, and it's good.
You can't let that silly stuff happen.
There's a ball on the floor, and it is going to be, this should be a jump ball, and it will be Simon Kenton possession. They just come at you so fast.
Yeah, they got a lot of aggression. They all want the ball. And all of SK doesn't seem to have any problem diving for it either.
No. Simon Kenton basketball, they have a 16-point lead, 35-19. 2:39 to go, first half. He's got to get it in. Finally does, up top.
That was cutting it close.
It was. Purnell driving in. It's going to be a foul. I think they're going to get Bowling or Webster. Both were on her. And they're going to get Zoe Webster for the foul. That's her second.
Yeah, she didn't seem too happy about that one.
She didn't. She reached, and it is one of those calls, as aggressive as they've been letting him play. Sometimes you feel like, oh, Haley Logan's going to get called for the foul. And that's going to be her first. Like I said, sometimes it seems like officials will let some things go that you think, well, how is that not a foul? And then when they do call some of the ticky-tack, nickel-dimer kind of fouls, you're like, what was that?
Yeah, I mean, that's just people, though. You can't really – it's always going to be that way.
No, yes, and I said all this. You have to adjust to that as the game goes on. And, oh, but she traveled. Took too many steps right there, did Bella Ober. Bella Ober, a 8th grader. Her brother, Tucker, started the season at quarterback for Simon Kenton before he broke his wrist early in the year. Came back and played some defense. As a Bengals fan, I know all about broken wrists. Here's Haley Logan, strong to the basket, laying it in.
She cut right through those defenders there.
She did. It was a nice job. She's having a nice night. She has 10 already. Here's a long three, no good. Rachel Howard the rebound. Oh, thought that was a reach around foul. No call. Here's Stephen with it. You know she'd like to get going. Pick up top. Howard, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Purnell. Oh, well, that. And that's one of those little ticky-tackers that sometimes they let go, but that's going to be the second on Haley Logan and the 4th on the team.
Yeah, but also it looked like she got pushed in the back a little bit too. Thrown into it almost.
35-21, minute and a half to go in the first half. Oh, there's a nice play as Stephen tried to step in and draw the charge instead. She's going to get called for the foul. That's her second, and that's going to send Haley Webb to the free throw line for a couple. Well, I thought that was the 5th on Owen County.
I don't think anyone's happy about that call.
It's just the 4th team foul, but it doesn't matter. Haley Webb gets the inbound and scores, and now she'll have a chance to complete the old-fashioned three-point play, as the foul was going to be called on Kylie Steffen, and that's a big foul. That's her 3rd. Free throw no good. Rebound, Owen County, Rachel Howard. Having a nice night. Addie Bowling across the timeline, gets it to Haley Logan. Back to Bowling, who's going baseline. Nice pass. And we're going to get a reach-in foul.
Yeah, I think it's the right call. It's like she almost got slapped in the face there.
Fouls on Riley Flynn. That's her second to 5th team foul, and that's going to send Addison Kincaid to the line for a couple of free throws. No good. Addison Kincaid, a freshman. By my count, that would have been her first varsity free throw ever. And that one's good. So I would have to check that, but that may have very well been her first varsity point. Oh. Well, I apologize. I got the wrong number down there. That is Abigail Dempsey. I am so sorry. I don't know how I got that mixed up. So Dempsey, a sophomore, 1 of 7 from the free throw line a season ago.
There's a lot of pushing down there.
Thanks for catching that, by the way.
Yeah, it made me laugh a little bit. I let it go for a second.
That's all right. I'll remember that. No, it's fine. I'll be fine. So at the foul was on Haley Logan, which is her 3rd. So a couple of big players in foul trouble for Owen County as Logan and Stefan both have 3.
They got them both out the game, too, which are 2 huge players. Let's see if they can stay in it a little bit.
Jasmine Tidd in the game for Owen County is the free throw, no good, and Tidd gets the rebound. So 35 seconds to go, 38-22. Long pass stolen away by guess who? Purnell. She kicks it in the corner, 3. Airborne, Hernandez, money. $15 seconds to go, 41-22. Tidd'll let go the 3, no good off the back iron, and that's just an incidental contact. Nice no call by the official, and that is a foul by the aforementioned Abigail Dempsey.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of girls on the floor tonight. A lot of pushing and shoving.
Now, you won't need to mop after the game because they've collected most of the dust driving around here. Purnell's going to go to the free throw line where, believe it or not, she's 0 for 1 tonight. It's about the only thing she hasn't done well tonight and that's miss her only free throw of the game, and she makes that one. 4 ticks to go. It's a 20-point Simon Kenton lead.
Looks like they're going to take one of their big players out.
We're going to get Haley Webb a little breather before halftime. That's good. See what Owen County can do here in the final 4 seconds. Whatever they do, it will not come easy because Simon Kenton is pressing up 21 and 4 seconds left here in the first half.
They do not want anything to happen.
They do not. And this is what they do. I don't have a problem with it as the inbound comes in with 2 seconds. Dempsey threw it out of bounds. It doesn't matter. It would stay with Owen County. But that is the first half. So a first half that got off to a pretty good start for Owen County, but after 16 minutes of action, they find themselves down 43-22 here at the break.
Yeah, that is not the start that we wanted. I don't think it's been a bad ball game so far, though.
No, I think one of the things you have to do, of course, is go in, make your adjustments, and you're going to have to come out and figure out a way to take care of the basketball. I think if you're Amy Wesselman and you're going there to talk to the troops at halftime, I think the one thing you have to say to them is we have to protect the basketball. We cannot give them a ton of extra possessions, as I said. Offensively, when they've gotten across, they've done some nice things, but they have got to take care of the basketball and not have just the careless giveaways, which have been a big factor here in this first half.
Yeah, that's a big problem. You can see we're down 20 points. We do still have a whole half left.
Oh, yeah. All right, so it is time for one of the most popular halftime events. As we're going to see, I think that's Aldo's brother, AJ, your quarterback.
Our quarterback, yes.
Now, I think he has 30 seconds, or he has a minute, to do a layup, a free throw, a three-pointer, and a half-court shot, and he might win a free bag of popcorn. I don't know what he gets. What do you think?
In the past, he got a lot of sometimes you get like a hat or a T-shirt.
All right. Do you think your quarterback can do it?
It's debatable.
Oh, good. That is a very good answer. So these games are recorded, and he can go back and listen to it later.
I've seen him make some shots before. We'll see what he can do. Looks like his little brother is going to rebound for his opponent.
Well, there's the layup. You don't get this on every basketball broadcast. You do not get play-by-play of the halftime entertainment as he knocks down the free throw rather easily. Down on this end as well.
Emma Thornton, she looks to be struggling a little bit.
Yeah, she made the free throw and the three, or the two, or I should say the layup, easy for the announcer to say. She needs the 3 and the half-court shot. They have 30 seconds left to get it. Thornton lets it go. She got it now. She needs the half-court shot, and she has 27 seconds. That may be a struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, AJ made the 3. Ooh! Now he has 15 seconds to make the half quarter. That is online but short. Dorton, that looked good, in fact. AJ. Ooh, I thought he had that one.
You think our quarterback can make it?
And no. So, we're going to get a couple other contestants. I'm trying to add up the points here real quick, kind of give you a little bit of a scoring rundown, but I'm also kind of enjoying watching the halftime entertainment. How would you do in that, Lake?
In this competition?
Yes.
Probably terrible. I'm not the best. I'd have fun.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that I could do it with a bunch of people watching.
Oh, no. Terrible pass from AJ.
Yes. And he's the quarterback.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, we got struggles from the free throw line down here. No good. All right. I don't know. This isn't looking so great. We may not even get to the half-court shot at this rate. Okay, we're going to have one shot at the half-quarter. No. All right. So let's take a look at the scoring from the first half. First of all, for Owen County, they were led in that first half by Haley Logan. She had an outstanding first half in this contest. She had 10 points to lead the way for Owen County. Rachel Howard had 6 points. Abigail Dempsey had 1, and Kylie Steffen had 3 for the Lady Rebels. For Simon Kenton, they were led in the first half by Brinley Purnell. She finished with 23 first half points, followed in scoring by Haley Webb, who had 11 points. Natalie Hernandez, a late three-pointer to give herself 3 points. Anna Kelch with 2, and Riley Flynn came off the bench, and she had a free throw and a bucket for 3 points. But really, the first half for Simon Kenton was all about their defense and the play of the freshman, Brinley Purnell. She was en fuego, as they say.
She couldn't miss.
She's one of those players that is a fun player to watch because she can do so many things. It's a little bit, from an opposing team point of view, I don't know how much fun it is when she can do everything that she can do.
That can be fun for anyone.
As we said, the boys on the road tonight at Western Hills. We don't have any updates, do you?
I can look, but I think it should be a pretty good game from what I've been told.
I don't know how many students are at that game tonight. Watching. If you're out there watching on your phone or something at the Western Hills game, give us a holler. Let us know what the score of that one is. As we said, the girls back in action here Friday night, and I believe that has been changed to a varsity-only game, and it is a 7 o'clock tip. And that game will be Friday night as they take on the Lady Colonels from Oldham County. So make note of that on Friday night. Lady Rebels still in their locker room. Lady Pioneers back out. As we said, it's the start of the basketball season. The road will end for one of these girls' teams across the state in Lexington at Rupp Arena, and the same for the boys. And I would tell you this, I have not been, it's hard to believe in my life, I've never been to a Kentucky high school state championship game of any kind in Lexington, or I know they used to play them in Bowling Green, but that is hard to believe. I've never been to one of those. But at the same time, if you have never had a chance to go to the state tournament in Lexington in Rupp Arena, it is a lot of fun. And you don't even have to have a team necessarily that you're rooting for, but just to go and watch high school basketball played by some of the best teams in the state on that level and in that atmosphere. Have you ever been to the state basketball tournament?
No, I have not.
It is fun.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty entertaining.
It is a lot of fun. Rupp Arena, some of the best ice cream you will ever have. I do like food. I do like checking out concession stands wherever I go. And I will say, if you're out here at an Owen County game this season, the popcorn is pretty good. I would rate it right up there with anybody in the district. That's just a little public service announcement as far as Owen County is concerned.
You know, it looks like we have a little brotherly battle going on down there.
AJ
and Aldo.
I was kind of watching that. So Aldo will graduate. AJ is just a junior, and then they have another little brother as well, but he is not an athlete, he says.
He can fish.
Well, he and Brax Ward would get along just fine.
They do. But I think they fished a few tournaments together. I think Joel is an athlete. He doesn't really play anything anymore.
He keeps it inside. I tell you what, I will say this about the two brothers playing down there on that end of the floor. They could not be any more opposite in some ways. Aldo has a ton of energy, and AJ has energy. He just doesn't always show it.
Yeah, AJ's more of a relaxed kind of guy.
About 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. At the end of the game, we'll pick the player of the game from the winning team, let you know who that is. I know who's the front runner right now. We'll see how things go in the second half.
Yeah, she's definitely been playing pretty good.
Oh, my, yes.
Spent a lot of time with those two guys, with football and just hanging out. They're definitely opposites. I think Joel's pretty much in between, though.
So Aldo, the manager for the girls team, told me today that he's the best hype man around and maybe in the state. He's the self-proclaimed best hype man in the state. I mean, I haven't seen all of them, so I can't say. But I'd say he'd be top 10.
I think top 3.
Okay. He is the hype man for Miss Rish's first period business math class, I can tell you that.
Yeah, whenever we used to greet the little kids at the elementary schools, he was always bouncing off the walls, and we were like, how are you doing this?
Did he ever scare one of those little elementary kids with all that energy?
A lot of the kids have a lot of energy, too.
I know.
Looks like we have an update from the boys' game. It's 40-40 at the end of the third quarter.
All right, there you go. Tied at 40. Wolverines, Rebels. All right, Lady Rebels get back out late. And again, I would say the message was value the leather. Value the basketball here in the second half, and we'll see if they're able to do that, what kind of adjustments they made as they find themselves down 21 at the start of the third quarter, 43-22. Again, I'm Brian Blair, Lake Baston alongside me. We're happy to be here on a cold Tuesday night at the end of November, Friday, December 1st. Here we go.
Looks like Aldo's a little worn out after that.
Needed some water.
He's chugging a little bit of fluid on the bench.
Haley Logan slips and falls, but keeps the basketball and throws it towards a teammate. Kylie Steffen comes up with it, and it's stolen away by guess who? Number 0 to Webb, layup good. Wow, that kid is everywhere. It's a long pass, cross-court, diagonal pass thrown out of bounds, and it will go right back to Simon Kenton. So the one thing we said they needed to do a better job of here so far in the second half was turnovers, and they've had 2 on their opening possession. Lady Rebels back in the zone. There's a deep 3, no good. Rebound and a foul as Webb went over the back. That was Anna Kelch. She was trying to get going in this one, but couldn't knock down the triple. Kelch made 39 last year. She shot 31% from behind the arc. Owen County gets it across. Steffen with it.
They're going to keep that press going.
Oh, they are not going to stop.
And that's why.
And absolutely, and I was just going to say, it's just what they do. You know, it is hard when you are, and the jump ball is going to give the possession to Simon Kenton. It is just hard when that's how you play to tell someone to back off. It's just because it's what you do.
Yeah, they have energy like Aldo. And just haven't stopped.
Down low to Webb. She has position and then kicks it back out. 3, airborne, good. Meg Gonzala, her first 3 of the night, her first points of the night. And it's 48-22, Simon Kenton. Logan trying to drive, throws it up, no good, and I went over the back. Actually, yes, that's going to be her 4th.
Looks like they're going to get her out of the game. They got to keep those fouls low. Because Heather's a key player out there.
I think that is just a frustration foul more than anything. It's one I think if you ask her later, she knows she shouldn't commit, but you just are frustrated. You're trying to go for the basketball. You've been pressured all night as Purnell lets it rip from the corner, no good.
You got to be disciplined.
3 rattles out and goes out of bounds, and it does stay. That one was Gonzala trying to get another one is to fall and can't, but the Lady Pioneers will keep the possession. Watch for Purnell off this inbound. There she is. Driving, kick out. Pretty good closeout right there by Owen County to not give up an open shot.
It's like they're kind of just hanging out here. Pretty slow.
Well, it was funny because I was watching the eyes of Purnell, and she was trying to get her teammate to drive, go underneath the basket, and she was she was doing everything but yelling at her, go. And it was kind of fun and interesting to watch her direct traffic with her eyes, and it just didn't work that time. But, man, she is a heck of a player.
Yeah, she definitely knows what she's doing.
She does. Here's Howard trying to clear some space. Kicks it out to Bowling. She drives, lays it up, no good. Rebound loose, controlled by Owen County. We're going to get a foul as the shot was put up and no good by Dempsey.
Looks like we got a lost ball again.
So the foul is going to go against Bella Ober, her first. And it's going to send Dempsey to the free throw line. Got it. She was 1 of 7 a season ago from the line. 2 for 3 to start this year. 3 for 4, and she has 3 points, and it's a 48-24 game.
There's a little toy ball.
I know. At first, it took me a second. Then I saw the little orange ball that the cheerleaders threw up in the crowd rolling out into the floor. Ooh, that's a little hook right there by Webb, and she gets away with it. And it'll be out of bounds off of Simon Kenton. That's interesting. Webb caught it on the block, and she looked like she almost put her arm around Rachel Howard, trying to make her move to the bucket. No call.
I think these girls just got to open their eyes a little bit. I've seen a few girls in the corner a few times.
Nice pass. Another nice dish. Howard can't finish that one. Woo, dangerous pass. Purnell says, I'll take it. Man.
She's on fire.
26 points on the night. 51-24. Howard trying to clear space, and Steffen throws it out of bounds. I saw the idea, and it was a good idea. You can see it from up here, what she was trying to do. But just threw it a little bit too far out in front of Rachel Howard, and it's a turnover. Nice pass down low. Good defense by Owen County. Kicks it back up. Here's Webb. She'll shoot the three. And she knocks that one down. She now has 16, and it's a 30-point lead. Good pass from Steffen. Down low to Bowling, but it's blocked. Bowling comes back with it and finds Steffen. She has just not been able to get any open looks tonight from outside the arch. There's a three, no good by Dempsey, and the rebound Simon Kemp. They just have not been able to get Kylie Steffen any looks tonight. And part of it is because the defense has been relentless.
Yeah, they definitely haven't stopped. They don't want to stop either.
No. Bring some fresh players in off the bench. And they play the man-to-man, and it is just, I mean, it is out almost near half court as they just stretch the defense, and they make, and I said this earlier, but they make you speed up what you want to do and just never let you get comfortable as Webster knocks down a three. Her first points of the season, and it's 54-27. Oh, she stepped out. Yes, she did. Good call, Mr. Official.
That is a good call. It wasn't by a lot, but she did step out.
It is. And it's I had a great view of it. I might have had a better view than the official did, looking right down on it, but he got it. But yeah, as I was saying, and you can see it on your screen. I mean, look at where they start defensively. I mean, they're out meeting them as they come across half court, and they just don't let you get into any kind of offensive set.
It's a great pass.
Oh, and I tell you what, Rachel Howard has taken advantage of some of those really good looks. That one was from Addie Bowling, and Howard converts, and she'll go to the line for one as the foul was on Riley Flynn, her third. Rachel Howard with 8 points on the night, her first free throw. Got it. 54-30, 2 minutes left in the third. Turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Rebound controlled by Rachel Howard. That was Anna Kelch on that shot. Webster gets across the timeline and then tries to find Bowling, but it's going to get fouled before she can get rid of the pass. And that's going to be on Kelch. That'll be her third.
I think it's a good call. Kind of got wrapped up.
Yeah. Just a little too much physicality.
Yeah, they're not afraid to do that at all.
No. And I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. It's just a matter of figuring out how much will the officials let us get away with, and that's how far we're going to try to go. And I don't blame them. I mean, that's exactly what you should do. Here's Steffen driving, finds Howard, a tough pass and a nice catch by Rachel Howard. Owen County's going to reset. Here's a nice drive, another nice pass and a basket from Kylie Steffen, but that started with a great pass from Zoe Webster.
Yeah, she definitely moves that ball well.
But I think, it's one of those things you look up at the scoreboard and you see that you're on the wrong end of this score. But it's those kind of things that I think if you're Coach Wesselman tonight is the free throw is no good.
They're positives.
Yes, and you want to take those things out and you want to keep trying to do those things. It's a long season.
It is a long season. And you got a lot of time to work on things.
Yes, there's a pass over the head and stolen away by Steffen, who's going all the way, and she draws the foul. That was a nice aggressive job by Kylie Steffen just to take that ball and go.
She didn't have the numbers, but she had the drive.
I think what she did was she looked up and realized who was out there in front of her. And you're right, she had the size, and she just decided, I'm going to go. I'm going to go at her, draw some contact, and she did. And she makes the first one and misses the second. Purnell back in the game, 43 seconds to go here in the third. Purnell thought about it, now gets into the free throw line and stops and kicks it back out. Hernandez lets it go, and that one's no good. Rebound, thrown back up, no, and that should be a foul. That should be an over-the-back call. And it will be, as that's going to go against Adeline Bombs. And Kylie Steffen's going to go to the other end and shoot two more. .63% free throw shooter, and I know if you ask her, she'd say she'd like to get better at the free throw line this year.
She makes the first one, so that's a start.
2 for 4 on the night.
Her knee doesn't seem to be hurting her anymore.
No, I think she's okay, but
yeah,
it might be a little sore tomorrow if she knocks down both.
Yeah, when the adrenaline starts wearing off,
yeah,
there you start feeling everything, especially after a football game.
Here's a three in the corner, good. That one is knocked down by Caitlin Blevins, a junior. And on the other end, is that Zoe Webster? I looked down for a second. Oh, nice play by Zoe to finish the third quarter. Again, I looked down and something quickly happened, and we have reached the end of the third quarter. Simon Kenton leads it 57-37, but a nice job by Owen County because they were down big and were able to fight back that last few minutes of this third quarter to get, I won't say back into the game, but to get a little confidence going into the fourth.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there.
And as I said, go ahead.
I think that they got a lot of the shivers out, the jitters, and they're ready to play now.
Well, and I think what you said earlier is you're just trying to build off positive things. You're just trying to look for things that you go back in the tape tomorrow, the film, whatever you call it these days, and you want to watch and you want to see, hey, okay, we did this really well. How can we continue to do this? Obviously, after any game, there's things to clean up, and I think the turnovers are going to be a big deal when you look at this game tomorrow. As far as that's concerned. But I think tonight you say, hey, we did some nice things. We shared the ball well. When we ran sets, we were able to get some pretty good looks at the basket. We found that Rachel Howard was able to do some things down low if we get her the ball. I think there's a lot of positives you can draw, and there's still 8 minutes to go for them to continue to work on more. Lady Rebels have it. 57-37 as Webster trying to find anywhere to go with the ball. Drives into the lane, throws it up, and has it blocked by Kelch. And Webb comes the other way, drops it off to Purnell, and she's going to back it out.
Zoe didn't have much of an option there.
And a three.
Just go up or.
You're right. Yeah. She kind of got caught in the trees. as Bella Ober cleans up the mess on the Simon Kenton end for the bucket. I think, and Zoe was trying to draw a foul. There's going to be a foul. I think she was trying to get in the lane and maybe see if she could draw some contact and get to the line.
Yeah, when she fell in, SK kind of spread back out and started covering their man. Because Addie Bowen was open in the left, and as soon as Zoe came in, she lost her openness.
Oh, that was a quick 5.
Yeah, I think they've let a few of those go today.
There were a couple that seemed like 6s or 7s, but that one seemed like a 4. 59-37, Lady Rebels trail. Simon Kenton has the basketball. Skip pass, Kelch, 3, short. Rebound, Simon Kenton. Finds Webb, she lays it in. You know, a lot of focus tonight's been on Purnell, and why not? She's having an amazing game, but don't forget Haley Webb. She averaged 7.2 points a game last year. She's having herself a night, as she has, by my count, as we're going to get a foul on Simon Kenton. She has 18 tonight, does Webb. Haley Logan's going to get back into the game. That last foul was on Gadzala. Haley Logan sat a long time after she picked up her 4th foul. Inbound to Steffen, and she gets the hoop in the arm. Nice play.
Yeah, see, that one seemed a little longer. See if she can make these here.
She completes the old-fashioned 3-point play. 61-40.
I don't know if you can hear him, but all those down there screaming.
I can't hear him, actually.
Saying his
Good,
famous thing.
good pass.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Kicks it out for 3. He does like that phrase.
He does. You'd hear it a lot on the football field, too.
Logan going to work in the lane. We're going to get a blocking call. Haley being very aggressive. But Purnell is going. Actually, I'm sorry. I thought it was Purnell, but it's not. It's on Ober, her second. And Logan will go to the free throw line. He's not scored here in the second half. Had 10 points in the first. No good on both. Simon Kenton rebound. 3 ball, airborne by the lefty, no good. That was Gadzala, but Haley Webb with the rebound goes to work, misses. I thought went over the back to clear the rebound, no call, and Simon Kenton maintains possession. Kelch trying to get down low to Webb, and it's knocked out by Steffen.
Like we said earlier, the rebounds, we haven't got much of those tonight, so I think that's hurt us a lot too.
Yeah, got to do a little better job on the defensive boards. Ooh, Purnell traveled. She definitely did. Thought about trying to go baseline, changed her mind really quick, and when she did, she got called for the travel.
Yeah, she saw Haley in there. She did not want to go baseline. I wouldn't either.
No. 61-40, Lady Rebels trailing. Zoe Webster with the ball up top. Here's Howard, 3 ball, airborne, got it.
Look good from up here.
She was 21 of 67 a season ago from 3. Knocks down that one tonight. There's Webb, who's going to airball the free throw line jumper, but a nice play to save it back in bounds by Gonzala. A hustle play from Simon Kenton. Lady Pioneers in no hurry with this big lead and 4:38 to go in the ball game. A drive, past the Webb. She is fouled, and I think they'll get Howard with this one. And that's going to send Haley Webb to the line for 2. Second foul on Howard. Webb does not take a lot of time at the free throw line. She dribbles it and lets it go. There's not a lot of thinking about it.
Yeah, I think if you think about it,
there's a fine line of taking too much time and not taking enough time. Here's a nice drive by Webster. She can't convert, and Webb the rebound. Loose, and Rachel Howard the rebound, and almost a steal. That's going to be a jump ball, and it will stay with Simon Kenton. Now, I'll ask you this. It's 61-43. I know you play golf as well. Are you a quick golfer?
yeah, I do not like to waste time.
I probably, that's going to be a turnover. It's going to be an over and back. And that's, again, one of the few mistakes that Simon Kenton's made like that tonight. I've always thought that sometimes I play too fast, but I've played with people who are agonizingly slow.
Oh, I have too.
Oh,
Especially in those tournaments. Some people take 30 minutes a hole one day. It took us 9 hours to finish a round of golf.
whew, that's too long. Howard, another 3. That one not quite as good. It looked good again from here.
It did.
Webb
Just a little short.
attacking, laying it up, and is fouled by Rachel Howard. She had something to say to the official. Now, I will say this. I have a friend of mine who takes his time. He's not slow, but he does take his time. But he's pretty good as Webb misses another free throw. And that's one thing, if this Simon Kenton team's going to go where they'd like to go back to, she's going to have to do a better job making free throws than she has tonight. And I know it's only game 1. But she has missed now 4 in a row. Actually, going back to the first half, she's missed 5 in a row. But he's a good player, so I don't mind that he takes his time. What I hate is Stephen drives and is fouled, is when you play with that guy who's slow and is bad. That's not fun.
It's not fun at all. I like a fast and a good player. They can hit the green in 1 or 2. It's my kind of guy.
Kylie Stephan knocks down a free throw. It is 9 points all here in the second half. 3.5 to go as she knocks that one down. She's made 5 free throws in a row after starting just 1 of 3 from the line tonight. 61-45. Lady Rebels find themselves trailing here on opening night. No shame in this one tonight, though. You're playing a team, one of the favorites to win the 8th region. Stephan trying to knock it away, nearly does.
Some good hands there.
The next dead ball, I give you a little Kenton County High School, your fun fact of the night, all right? I can't promise this every night, but I'll just say this as they're passing the ball around. There are 3 public high schools in Kenton County. They are being very patient. Kelts will put up a little jump shot, no good. Rebound, Howard. 3 public high schools in Kenton County. Dixie, Scott, as Stephan misses the rebound, and Simon Kenton. All 3 are in different regions. There's a reverse layup, no good, and Rachel Howard clears the board for Owen County. Simon Kenton is in the 8th region. Scott High School, as Webster, a nice take, misses. Scott High School is in the 10th region, as we're going to get a foul. And I'll tell you what, Zoe Webster is hustling.
She is a hustle player for sure.
So Scott High School in the 10th region, Simon Kenton in the 8th region, Dixie, the other public school in Kenton County, in the 9th region. 3 public schools, same county, 3 different regions. That is your fun fact of the night.
Yep, my dad graduated from Scott, and a lot of his best friends went to the other schools around there.
And there's some rivalries up there, I can tell you this. Now, here's Purnell, and what do you know? She just casually knocks in another one, and I think it is safe to say, with 1:42 left in this one, she's the player of the game.
I agree with you.
That was easy. Bowling 3, no good. Rebound, Hernandez, and we're 90 seconds to go. Simon Kenton still coming at you. Nice little Euro step move and a bucket from Riley Flynn.
It's a great take.
$66-45, yeah. I grew up in Northern Kentucky, went to Campbell County High School, and I know back in the day, as that free throw was good by Flynn, you know, those 3 schools were all in the 9th region, and along with Campbell County, who's now in the 10th with Scott. But those 3 schools didn't always like each other.
It's about how it is around here, too.
Yes. It's just that they're not all in the same county. Webster step back and drains one.
It makes it fun, though.
It does. I think there is something to rivalries, and I think it's fun. You know, you have to, obviously be as nice as you can be about it. Because here's the 3. Yes. Free throw line jumper, good. That one knocked down. That's number 35. Kaylee Blevins. We're less than a minute to go. Oh, I love rivalries. Duke, Carolina, Michigan, Ohio State, Owen, Gallatin. They are fun.
Especially being in the student section in those games. That's the best.
Webster, she going to pull it? I thought she was. Nope, she finds Howard, and Howard misses that one. Thought she got fouled. She is going to feel it in the morning. And there's Webster committing the foul. She's going to sleep well tonight.
Yeah. She definitely is.
So Simon Kenton is going to win this one for their first win of the year. Owen County's going to drop this one for their first loss of the year. That is Taylor Jones, the freshman, knocking down that free throw as the Simon Kenton bench gets excited for their teammate. Owen County going to get some subs out there as well. Second free throw is good by Jones.
You hate to see a big upset like this so early in the season. But they do have a ton of time left to improve.
You build on it. You take your lumps, you go back to work tomorrow. It's a pass knocked out of bounds, trying to get it down there to Dempsey.
Yeah, like we said earlier, you just got to find the positives about the game.
And the good thing is you get a couple days to work on it, and Friday you get to play another game. Lila Wilson with the basketball, getting it to Bowling, and she's going to get fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, I think that sometimes coaches will do this. You take a game like this, you watch the film tomorrow, and then you just burn it. You just throw it away, and you say, hey, it's just game one. We've got a bunch to go, and let's get ready for Oldham. We do the Bill Belichick. We're on to Oldham County. You know, you just let it go.
Yeah, that happened a few times in football. The Campbellsville and Beechwood, not easy teams to play.
Do you watch the film after those games?
That's classified.
Free throws. Good. 10 seconds to go in this one. Simon Kenton should just dribble it out here. See if they try to get a shot for one of their bench players. And they couldn't get it. Final score, Simon Kenton is going to win this one 71-49. Owen County will fall to 0-1 on the season. Simon Kenton will improve to 1-0. Taking a look as quick as I can here with the scoring totals tonight. We are going to talk about Simon Kenton first. Brindley Purnell, who's going to be our player of the game tonight, is going to finish with 29 points. Riley Flynn is going to finish with 6. Taylor Jones, 2. Natalie Hernandez had 3, as did Meg Gonzala and Bella Ober. And a Kelch with a couple. Caitlin Blevins with 3 as well. Also for Simon Kenton tonight, Haley Webb finished with 18 points for the Lady Pioneers. For Owen County, Rachel Howard finishes the night with 12 points. Addie Bowling had a couple. 8 points for Zoe Webster. 10 points for Haley Logan, 3 for Abigail Dempsey, and Kylie Steffen finished the game with, and I've got to add these up real quick, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13 on opening night for the Lady Rebels. Again, your final score tonight, 71-49. TJ Wesselman presents the player of the game, as I said, to Brindley Purnell, and as we said, Lake, you just flush this one. You take it for what it was. You get back to work tomorrow. Get ready for Oldham County.
That's about all you can do.
Appreciate you joining us tonight. Again, our next broadcast will be Friday night right here from Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium, as the Lady Rebels will take on the Lady Colonels from Oldham County High School. So, for Lake Baston, I'm Brian Blair saying good night from Owenton.
Bye-bye.